Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we have a reading about, it feels like a masculine energy, but take it how it resonates. Somebody here has assessed the social situation, the friend group, or like how those influences play out, and realized that this is a negative influence on their life. So they're coming out as the hermit because they have discovered a different way they would like to approach life, or they're deciding to embark on a road less traveled and probably by themselves. So let's call in spirit. A little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I think we'll dive in. Let's go with the situations deck because this seems like we might have that gossip card come out with the Three of Cups and the Magician in the reverse like that. It feels to me like we have some frenemy situations, right? Hello, good morning, Kevin. Hello, Miss Patricia. I hope you're both doing well. This is so funny. I just did this. So we have somebody who has definitely looked at the social situation and deemed it to be a negative influence. I am cleansing my energy and moving away from people that are not interested in the same things that I am. Yep, done. Completion, lesson learned. And then we have negotiator. Any guesses? I think this would be somebody in the social group that wanted to kind of critique or speak ill of this hermit individual for walking away. And then somebody realized, oh, wait, if you walk away, then I can't mooch off of you or I can't clout chase thanks to you. You know, there's somebody here who's like, wait, I'm not done using you, is kind of the feeling I'm getting with this card. Like, I'm not ready for you to walk away. Hello there. Remind me, is it Lucy? I always get nervous that people don't want me to use their real name first and foremost, but also Pixie is such an adorable like nickname anyways. So tell me what you want me to call you. Hi there, Dina. Good morning. Hello, Aubrey. Hello, Ivan. How we doing? All right, we have lockdown in the reverse and children. So somebody has freed themselves from honestly, I'm tempted to say from the Matrix, right? This is somebody who's like, I don't have to live my life the way everyone else tells me to. I can do what feels right to me, and no one can really stop me. I'm sorry, Peggy. I am embarking on kind of a crazy week, so my brain is a little bit of mush right now. But we've got children that could be impacting the situation. However, for some of you, this is more so a commentary that we have some lack of maturity in this social group, right? Because if we're not ready to become better people, there's something a little bit immature about that, right? All right, let's continue with the Marigold Tarot. Oh, also, I did have a channeled song. It might be a little bit obscure for you guys, but for those of you that are big fans of the guitar, you probably know who Stevie Ray Vaughan is. I would hope you do. He has a song called Pride and Joy. And honestly, I hadn't heard it for years, but it came on because I was listening to the Jethro Tull station. Thank you, Aaron. And basically, it's a song about the love of this masculine's life and how he wants to protect that person. So I do feel like there's going to be an element here of this hermit walking away from a social community, wanting to take care of somebody who either inspired them or they really like fell hard for, right? I know. I totally agree. I think this is happening, by the way, for a lot of people right now. I think we all need to use our discernment and intuition. But I do feel like there are a lot of individuals out there that are realizing they can remove the toxicity from their life and that they want to pursue a like higher level of existence. So if you're the person that somebody comes back to or wants to protect, obviously make sure you see those signs of healing before letting them back in, because this does feel like a reconciliation. um, you've got to find that middle ground, right? Like, I'm not going to be anybody's fool. I want you to demonstrate that you've changed, but at the same time, forgiveness is another form of love, right? So, um, I've certainly changed quite a lot since I was, 17. And whenever it was that you encountered this person, give them the option or the opportunity to prove to you that they have changed, if that's where this goes, right? So we've got the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups. So 222 or 22 could be an important number for you. We've got somebody that is choosing a different path, right? They are making plans to come towards this individual that inspired them with their, feels like, unconditional love. Two of Cups is a very romantic card, but I especially feel that with this card, you can see there's just like an obvious love between the two skulls here. If you know me, you know I love the skeletons. So this is one of my favorite decks. So we've got Page of Swords in the reverse and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. I think there's somebody who, on the one hand, is refusing to see the benefit of fighting for something that you care for deeply. And this feels like a friend or, family member, whatever is in that social community that's been a negative influence. There is chatter here implying, you don't have to change all of this. You don't have to do that. You can stay here, encouraging stagnation, right? But I don't think it's really going so well because somebody has learned their lesson. And when you are enlightened, it's pretty uncommon for you to pursue. I mean, like the guy in the Matrix, right? I want to eat a steak again, or whatever he says. Like, some people want to be ignorant, but this hermit is not one of those people. And somebody in this social group is one of those people trying to convince him you don't need to change everything. But just like you can see through the ice cubes in the Wanting More card, we have Seven of Cups in the reverse, indicating that somebody has clarity. Somebody sees things a different way than they had before. And it's potential. There is, for some of you, somebody who has given up drinking or given up drugs or given up some sort of blinder, some sort of perspective. You have to decide or, fit it to your story here, but there is clarity here, and it comes from somebody being willing to try something different or look at something differently. And that's why, from a mental health standpoint, this person is feeling better than they have in a long time. Yeah. Four of Wands, in this case, really does signify to me that somebody found the strength to change their perspective and mature, even though they were surrounded by, can I say weeds? I don't know. Is that inappropriate? Like, somebody was willing to bloom and become a better version of themselves, even though the rest of the people around them were quite content to be stagnant. Chariot in the reverse. Even with struggle, this person pushed forward. So if you resonate with the Hermit, let me just tell you, you're a badass. This is somebody who didn't give up, and that's quite admirable. All right, let's go with the Voyage of the Soul. Definitely feel like we'll get some good cards from this, as it has to do with your spiritual journey. Guidance, a helping hand, ask and receive. spirit team, friends, and soul family. Exactly. I definitely feel like there was somebody that this hermit encountered or met, maybe even briefly, because this is, what is it, like the Sistine Chapel? This is like, well, yeah, maybe we touched, but like I'm already leaving, like it's giving me that idea of brevity and that somebody was able to just kind of like, you're healed. And then the person who got hit by the wand was like, oh shit, I got stuff to change. I'm gonna do stuff different, but like, I don't really know what I'm doing. So this person had to really tap into their intuition. And then we have purpose, mission, quest. There's something here about having a clear understanding of what you're called to do, what your aspiration is. And I love this image in terms of being in a forest by yourself. I think this is really kind of giving me the like territory yet to be discovered kind of thing. Somebody realized more about who they are. So that's pretty awesome. Exactly, Patricia. Hello there, Leah. How are you doing? Hello, Dina. Good morning. All right, we have enlightenment and the universe. This is so interesting. Okay, so we have two trees on these cards, and the positioning of them almost makes me feel like the universe gave you a foundation. The universe told you where to find a partially completed project and then said, you get to build the rest of it. It's like, weird example, but it's like doing the Halloween decorations or the Christmas decorations, and somebody gets something started and then they're like, okay, you see like the general idea, right? Now you take it to the next level. This person understands that there is a ground level completion on a project or whatever their calling is, and they need to take it to the next level. Emergence, insight, growth, illumination, and clear path. This person could be dreaming about this situation or this calling. It may be specifically daydreaming about this. Hi there, Jimmy. How are you? I'm so glad you're back. We've got polarity, contrast, resistance, pull, yin, yang, and magnetic. I think I added an extra C in there, but you guys will forgive me. Love the colors and the switch on this card because I do feel this in particular is like the Pleasantville situation where our hermit has realized everybody else is living their life in black and white, and he's chosen to live his life in color. So there's something coming to life within this hermit, and it's inspired by ancestors. So there's potentially some tie to the family lineage or where they used to live. Maybe even harkens back to the calling that your ancestors had. But there's a sense of security that comes with making this change. And then we have chapters: light after darkness, rise, new life, dawn, and unfold. Ooh, I love it. So a new chapter. We may see the Fool card come out. All right, let's get back to the tarot. We're going to use the Tattoo Tarot. I suppose in part because this deck always feels a little bit more masculine, and this Hermit feels masculine. However, keep in mind, we all have feminine and masculine energy within us. So it could also be this is somebody who is, expressing that masculine energy by taking charge, right? Hi there, Nancy. How are you doing? We've got the Six of Swords in the reverse and the Star. After getting off track, maybe having an issue with regards to legal problems or substance, drama in the family, it's been a difficult time for this hermit, right? If we pull from the Lenormand, we might get the cross, which is a symbol of the dark night of the soul. This person has learned a lot. And with the Star, they also have approached their healing with a sense of wanting to learn. So this is somebody who takes healing seriously and maybe didn't always. But again, we have the Star underneath the Two of Cups. So I feel like there's a love that inspired this person to work on themselves. Someone who I think taught this hermit the benefit of loving yourself and having true confidence. Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords. This social community that has had a negative influence on our hermit is one that may be making money together or trying to achieve something that never actually ends up happening. There's something here about not being able to get to the next level. And I feel like it's because whoever this is, they're being held back by that group. Almost as if to say, like, yeah, you may have had some success in, for example, like a band, but have you ever considered making your own music? Somebody is considering making their own music or writing a book or doing something that takes them away from this group, and they're being told that that's not a good investment. That's, letting go of money, but they can't really reach this hermit because they're not really paying attention to anybody else. They know what the path is. They know where they need to go. Hello, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? So it's like somebody has this imperviousness to how other people direct them to live their life. Like, not anymore. I'm not going to let you decide my life. And there's somebody from the social community who is begging or trying to find a way to keep this person in this group. It doesn't have to be a music group, right? It could be, you play sports together, you went to school together, something along those lines. Page of Cups in the reverse. This is clarifying the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Well, I don't like to sugarcoat things for you guys. You know this. I think there is somebody here who has a bit of mental health issues pertaining to potentially drinking or partying, or this could even be like narcissism. But there's somebody here who doesn't want to let go of this hermit and prefers to keep them stagnant. Like, even if you know that there's a different calling out there for you, I don't really want you to think about it, right? I love the name Patty Cakes. That's great. We do, Patricia. I agree. So there's an ending here. Because somebody has tightened the reins on the hermit who has decided, I would like to be free, there is like a negative energy in the air of somebody trying to put a leash on this hermit and not let them go. Like, how can I make it so that you can't go now that I've realized I can't convince you to stay? This is somebody who's used to getting their own way, who doesn't really have a problem lying about the situation in order to get their own way. And I feel like this hermit sees right through it. I I believe that if it hasn't already happened, there is a point at which this hermit will look at one or all of these friends and communicate, it's done. I was trying to end this amicably, and maybe we could, come back together or hang out when I came back into town or whatever it was. But you had to get forceful with it. You felt the need to lie to me. You tried to manipulate me. Why would I want that in my life? There's a conversation that happened between at least two people that was not very friendly and went a little bit deeper into the reason why this hermit wants to have a new path. And part of that is you hold me back. I'm meant to do bigger things and you're not letting me. So good for you, hermit. Lovers and the reverse. You guys, I've been getting this message for like weeks now. This hermit energy didn't choose something they wanted to choose. For many of you, this is, I didn't choose love when it was right in front of me. And I think about it every day. For others of you, I didn't choose myself. I could have gotten promoted, or I could have done something on my own, or I could have written my own book, whatever it was. I chose the group over me. And now this opportunity is coming back around. It's like the universe is saying, hey, remember that thing you really wanted that you were just kind of like not quite strong enough for yet? Oh, now you're strong enough. So, question, do you want to choose it now? And the hermit's like, yes, I do. Because Eight of Cups is something coming back around. For some of you, the star, whoever this love interest is, they're coming back around. They're entering the chat. And that's what's pushing this hermit to be like, I got some changes to make. I need to be ready for this conversation. Got to wear my best jeans. Or if you're me, yoga pants. Yeah, see, somebody eventually realized when I choose the group, when I choose the community, I don't choose myself and I don't choose the person I love. And that's not working out for me. That's not getting me the results that I want. Ooh la la. The Emperor. All right, we have a new name for our main character. He's no longer the Hermit. He is the Emperor. Big deal. Big deal on campus. This is somebody who knows how to stand up for what they want, who knows how to look somebody in their eyes, in their soul, and say, that doesn't work for me. I actually want something different. But thanks. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go this way now. Okay, bye. This is somebody who's like, I've fought enough battles, I've learned enough lessons, I have lost enough. I am not going to lose anymore just because you think I should. Five of Pentacles, Three of Swords. So I'm getting a sense of not feeling comfortable to show that I am hurt. So instead, I am more comfortable showing anger because of the flame on this heart in between the swords. So I do feel like there are arguments breaking out, or there will be a pretty tense conversation here, an attempt to make somebody feel bad about the decision they're trying to make, about moving away from this group. The Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold. So I do feel like there is perhaps some level here of the friend group being cold or heartless towards this person because of their rejection. And it's not the right way to handle the situation. But it makes it all the more clear to this Emperor, yes, clearing this space of the negativity this group brought is the right thing for me to be doing right now. Man, this is really beautiful, you guys. We have the Tower and the King of Wands. I know it may make some people angry. I know some people don't understand why I'm making this decision, but this is what's right for me. I'm going to do it. This King of Wands energy is somebody who's very focused on the calling, the guidance they've received, their intuition. This is a very strong individual. So again, like high five to you, Emperor, King of Wands, Hermit energy. You have changed something pretty major in your life because you knew it was the right thing for you to do. And you had to go up against, I think, a couple of people that were trying very hard to talk you out of this choice. So good for you. All right, let's move to, we got to try the Lenormand, right? Let's see if, we'll go with the fairy Lenormand. Let's see if we get, what was the card I was talking about? Oh yeah, the cross. The cross is the last card in the Lenormand, number 36, and would fit pretty closely with this person's energy because we have somebody who is willing to give up something from the past in order to pursue something new in the future. We have the key and the book. I like this. This is, you know what? I didn't even notice this before, but look, we even have the keyhole on the book there. This is somebody gaining access to knowledge, some sort of secret information, right? Getting access to what the matrix really is, if we want to go with that, right? Somebody here sees things clearly and it's different from how they understood life before, and it's causing them to want to act differently or make some serious changes. But there's also a sense here that this person may feel like they have to be a little bit secretive or a little bit reserved when it comes to how they discuss this newfound knowledge. Because inherent to this book is the idea of secrets. It's kind of like the High Priestess card. No cross for us today, you guys, but we do have a new beginning after a loss. I never noticed she's like dressed like a bee. That's so cute. You see the little fairy on the flower over here? So we've got somebody who, for a moment in time, kept to themselves and felt sad about how the situation had played out and what they had lost. But they now can smell a new beginning coming, and that gives them hope where they didn't have it before. All right, let's grab a few from the Kipper. Oh, really? A gift, you say? Un regalo para mí? We have Distant Horizons in the reverse and Gift. And you know what I see? I see a bunch of sparkle like we see on the star card. There is another opportunity coming in for this Emperor, and he has the opportunity to, I think, reconcile with his love interest that he let get away. So this gift could literally be somebody wanting to give you a gift, but it's also coming across to me as the universe gifting another opportunity because there's a chance to see each other or a chance to get close to each other again. There is an opportunity coming through that somebody feels like they have to take advantage of. What a weird little exit you made, main female. This, I think, speaks to the idea that even as the feelings the Emperor has for the star grows, there is also a little bit of a concern or a little bit of doubt here, right? Like, do you actually still have feelings for me, or is this all in my head? Would you actually be with me if I asked you to? Oh, really? So we have this sense here that the star energy, the feminine energy here, is meant for great things. Now, I don't know if the Emperor slash Hermit has literally gotten intuitive messages or messages from their ancestors that confirm this star energy is someone who is destined for great things. But the star card themselves, like that can often signify somebody who is famous, somebody who has a following, right? This is somebody who surprised the Emperor. There may have been initially kind of a, you're a dime a dozen. I know a couple other people like you. But then there was this like great reveal, and they saw your character for what it truly was. It's going to be a little different for each of you in terms of how this person got that insight, but they did. That's why you're coming out as the star and great fortune, main female. There is a little bit of intimidation here. This emperor energy feels good about themselves, but also feels like you're a little bit out of his league for some reason. And they may be wrong about that. This emperor may be, you know, the exact same level, right? But there's a sense of like, oh, you're special, like stars in their eyes, right? All right, let's go with the Meta Muse. Oops. And see what else we have for you. The Devil, Seven of Wands. So this is underneath our cleansing card, calling out that somebody had to remove something negative from their space. Well, the devil definitely seems like something worthy of cleansing, right? We have somebody standing up for themselves, standing up for their own future. I normally don't like the devil in the upright, but when it comes out with the Seven of Wands, this is somebody learning how to battle their own demons, which feels to me like fear or insecurity. When you have a really tight knit group of friends, sometimes there's a sense that, you know, you get a bit of groupthink, or you feel like you have to view things the same way as your friends. And I feel like there's a sense here that somebody had to stand up for what they individually wanted and separate themselves a little bit from that group think. We have the Nine of Cups and the Prince of Swords or Knight of Swords in the reverse. This love, this inspiration that the Emperor encountered has become kind of like a figurehead or a symbol for them of their calling, their inspiration, right? And there's a sense here, I'm like seeing in my mind, like Nancy Kerrigan skating on the ice. There's an effortlessness that I think everyone can appreciate about figure skating. Like you just make it look so easy. How do you do that? That's how the Emperor views the star energy here. Like, how did you do everything without any help? How did you make it look so easy? Because they've done some of the same things as the star now, having moved away from this social group. But with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, I think this masculine energy is realizing they're willing to do something a little bit reckless here that maybe in the past would have been like unthinkable. Yeah, new energy, a new beginning. Four of Swords in the reverse. This person is ready to actually open up their heart to somebody. The Four of Swords in the reverse after the Three of Swords really tells me I know that I can't be healed if I stay in this social group. If I'm the Hanged Man, if I am stagnant as a result of this group, I need to extricate myself from the situation, find an opportunity for healing. And they did with the Four of Swords in the upright over here, and acknowledge that being around people who are unhealed keeps me stagnant. I'm ready for this new beginning. So that's why the Five of Pentacles is here. That's why I'm moving away from the people that kept me stagnant. King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. I like this reading, you guys. This is fun. We've got somebody who is ready to tell the truth in terms of what they want in their life. This Ten of Pentacles is more romantic for me than some of the other Ten of Pentacles cards out there, because we actually have a married couple back there, right? So somebody is ready to fight for who they love, what they feel drawn to, or what they feel their purpose is. Let's see. We're gonna go with the Crow Tarot. Seems to be a crowd favorite. All right, what else do we have on this, please? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. That's a sense of loss, a sense of not taking an opportunity seriously or losing a blessing, realizing that somebody or something was a blessing after you lost it. So we have Strength in the reverse and the Ten of Wands. So an understanding here that this living for other people is coming to an end. Somebody knows now how to defend themselves. Judgment in the reverse. There's concern or worry here quite a lot with the Knight of Swords. This person could be struggling to sleep at night because they don't know how to fix the situation with the Star. There may have been some difficult conversations or a feeling of disappointment that makes it a little intimidating for this Emperor to come back around. We have Page of Wands in the reverse, Page of Cups. It's like there's an assumption here that if they were to communicate with this Star, that it would be considered like not great, or okay, did you apologize? Nice. I'm going to keep moving on, right? But I think this person is underestimating the connection between the Star and the Emperor, because there is an opportunity here to show that they are no longer the Emperor in the reverse. So it's like, how do I show this Star that I got new moves, that I stand up for myself? Like, how do I demonstrate that before they say, hit the road, Jack? I'm not really interested in that. You know, how do I do this? The Star in the reverse. I think there's an understanding this conversation has to happen in person. Oh, Lord. Things just got complicated. Star in the reverse, Five of Wands in the reverse, and the Devil. All right. Are you the Emperor? Are you the Hermit? Because if you resonate with that energy, I think you are making a mountain out of a molehill, which is to say, you are expecting things to be worse than they actually are. Five of Wands in the reverse indicates this would not be the argument you anticipate. that this person is more understanding than you expect. They inspired you to be a better version of yourself. Come on now. They're going to have a little bit of patience with you, right? Now, I can't guarantee you're going to be, married within a year or like dating them, but you have to get over whatever this fear is or this insecurity that's coming out as the devil because you're expecting something to be worse than it actually is. In other words, yes, you got rid of this obstacle that is this community of people, but you now have to go up against yourself, your own fears. You have to let that go. And then this devil card turns into the reverse and you have let go of your demons. But now the biggest battle is, can you move past that fear or that anxiety, and admit that that person who intimidates you also cares about you? Even if they don't want a relationship, remember, this is probably a reading for a lot of people. So there's going to be a couple different ways this shakes out, depending on how long it's been, what happened in the past, and how you come correct, right? Let's get a little bit more clarification from the miniature Rider Waite, and then we'll call it a day because they're probably going to start messing with my audio here. Ooh, 2 of Cups coming out sideways. This is a big old question mark for this Emperor. Does this star love me? There has been healing over time. So again, I do feel like the masculine is overestimating the amount of anger the female has or the feminine has. Knight of Swords. There's a sense of urgency here. If you resonate with the Hermit or the Emperor, remember there is a timer on this. It's like a basketball game, okay? You got to keep in mind that there is a countdown here. Tell me more about the 2 of Cups in the reverse, please. This friend group thought it was unexpected or didn't see it coming when the Emperor decided to walk away from whatever this is. And in part, that's why there was such a reaction to it, because I do feel like somebody lost their temper here, or they're going to. And there was some sort of manipulation here to try to keep this Emperor from walking away. Tell me about the book, please. Empress and the reverse. Somebody learned about manipulation specifically, how people were using them. And this person then realized they were able to defend themselves. For some of you, this masculine energy has dealt with magic. For others of you, this is simple psychology, like trying to manipulate somebody by lying to them or how they phrase things, right? Like, you guys, you get to a certain point, when you hermit this and you become the Emperor, you get to a certain point where you have little red flags that go off all the time because that person said that way because of this desired outcome. And now I know I can't trust you. Like you get to a point where it's very fine-tuned and you can tell if somebody is lying or misleading you for their own benefit. And I feel like this Emperor is pushing away these people, not wanting to deal with that kind of energy anymore. Tell me about the 7 of Wands, please. Queen of Pentacles. Loyalty, reliability, a good partner, and the Hanged Man. Somebody has redefined, I think it's this Emperor, but it could also have been the Star initially. Somebody has redefined what loyalty is, right? What that good partner looks like. And I feel like this isn't necessarily just applicable to romance, but there is a sense here that I don't want to be really close with somebody or count on somebody that at the end of the day is going to be more concerned about their own outcome than making sure they do right by me. I know how to make sure I'm surrounded by people that actually are genuine. So I'm going to do that. Tell me about enlightenment, please. I could just hug you. There's something here about taking into your own hands what was causing anxiety, stress, or some sort of mental health issue. This could be, I don't want to drink anymore. I don't want to smoke anymore, whatever it is. This could be, I don't want to deal with your negative influence anymore, or I don't want to let you tell me how to live my life anymore. I don't want to feel bad about myself anymore because I feel good about myself, damn it. So again, I could hug you. This is beautiful energy. Somebody finding balance after dealing with some depression or anxiety, some fear as it pertains to your life. You are kicking butt and you are changing your life. So I'm proud of you. All right, tell me about this gift card, please. And how much is it for? Which store? We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, which is kind of turned into my something for nothing card. Injustice. All right, so this is like the Emperor saying, I know that there's a chance you don't want to be in my life, or I know there's a chance you don't love me, but because you have helped me change my life, I want to give you this. No, like, strings attached, right? It will make me feel better after what happened with us if I know that I at least did something good for your life because you did so much good for my life. And that's sweet. Ace of Pentacles, please. The Moon in the reverse and Two of Wands. You don't know what you got till it's gone, but also I appreciate more so now why I need to take action towards this thing that I want, because it has left my life, because I realize its value. I realize how difficult it is to find somebody like this. Tell me about the Emperor in the reverse, please. This friend group, there's a leader or somebody in particular that the Emperor dealt with. And there was a sense that they needed to hold on to this person no matter what. There's some sort of mooching or some sort of energy vampire situation. There's like, you know, for some, maybe even a little bit of a crush. There's an element here of, I don't know how to live my life without you in it. I don't know how to live my life without you balancing it out or fixing things for me. This could be a sense that somebody is toxic and relied on this Emperor to clean up the problems or fix the situation. And it was like a constant situation, right? So that's partly why we have somebody who's willing to be doing this emotional manipulation or be moody, difficult, and kind of punish this Emperor for choosing a better life. Hello there, Cram. How we doing? Good morning. Tell me more about the Lily, please. There's a desire. So this is, remember, about feeling a sense of loss of something pure or something innocent, something new. And I think this is tying into the idea that there's a sense of urgency here. I think this Emperor is concerned that if they wait too long, this star energy who is looking good and drawing attention in is going to be lost to another suitor. So there's a time limit here that this Emperor is aware of. And I think that's adding to this Nine of Swords, this sense that I need to do something kind of reckless, but I'm also really concerned that I'm going to do it the wrong way, right? All right, you guys, I think we're going to leave it there. We're almost to 50 minutes, and you know how YouTube likes to mess with my audio. But hopefully, hoping to come back and do another reading yet today, as well as a couple of shorts for you guys. Thank you so much for helping my channel grow, and have a great rest of your day.